Hi, this is Mohit, and today I'm going to tell you why I love the 2019 Mercedes S-Class even better than the 2024 which has just been launched. So I'll explain you why I like this model better than the 2023, the recent model of the S-Class. First is the look from the front. The S-Class, the new generation S-Class which has just been launched, looks very sleek, like very delicate. But this looks really big. You know, it looks muscular, it looks big. I especially love the three DRL lights, which glows amazingly well even in the daytime. And I love the grille. Okay, this is a bigger grille. Now, if you see the side profile of the car is really, really long. Okay, in this design, it looks longer than the current generation. It looks longer, maybe because of the shape or what it is. But the new design, which has just been launched of the S-Class, does not visually look so big. This looks very appealing. Like this looks very like elegant and royal. Here is the backside, which I love. I don't like the backside of the new S-Class. I think they overdid it. This looks really, really royal, and I love the look of it. Especially the Maybach version of this year would be more amazing looking than what it is. Here we have the boot. The boot is big enough, but yeah, the boot is big enough for your luggage and everything, and easily 5 people luggage can easily fit in here. So for airport and everything, pick up, drop, this is really good. This does not have an automatic door closing. It has just been launched. So the new cars, the new S-Classes have the automatic dicky closing. Second thing is, if you see that it has soft door close, just like the new generation. So you just have to close it so much and it automatically pushes in. There's another good part about this S-Class is, which is there in the GLS as well, the SUV of the S-Class, is that you see this triangle here. It lights up when there is a car coming on next to your car on this side. So it will show a red color sign here and also an alarm, so that the driver will know, okay, on the right hand side some car is approaching, so not to change the lane to the right. So that is a very, very important feature, especially in India, where you have so much of traffic, where the lane discipline is zero. So you can see that these tires are 21-inch wheels and beautiful alloys. It suits the look of this car. Very elegant, very simple. Again, the ride quality because of these tires are amazing. You know, the tires also help for a better ride quality of the car. This is the 2019 model. This is how the interior looks. And the best part about the interior of the Mercedes S-Class is, of the 2019 model, is how simple it looks and how elegant it looks. It does not look like a Wi-Fi station. The new generation has a big center console of a screen here, like as if you have pasted an iPad here and you're just controlling everything from there. Even the fan switches and everything are on there. So I personally love this interior, and I'm very happy that I bought this in 2019 and I did not buy the new generation Mercedes S-Class. So now here you have two dual screens. One is of course the informative screen and one is for the driver. So you can see that we have done about 49,000 kilometers in 5 years. So that means every year I have used this car for about 10,000 kilometers. This car moves every day. Yes, this is the most important part for any S-Class, that it has to run every day for whatever, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, doesn't matter. It cannot stay stagnant for months and then come back because the air suspension fails. There are a lot of other issues when that happens. Here we have the interior of the S-Class. Here we have the AC vents, which are very nice, very strong. It cools very fast. I love the watch. I love the dials here, which are easy to operate. Especially, you know, in India, most of the drivers are using the S-Classes are old. You know, they don't know much of tech. You know, the new generation S-Class has a lot of tech, and for them to get used to that tech is very, very difficult. So I love these controls. Very plain and basic, simple car. Now here we have the storage, where we have two cup holders. And here we have the radio, the media, the auto hold switch, and here we have the air suspension. It has 3 drive modes, which is sports, comfort, and eco. And you have the parking sensor, and this is the multimedia to handle it. The sound system is beautiful. I love the dials. You see the dials? I love the dials. These are digital dials, and I just love it, which I think they have retained in the new one as well. Here you have the seating functions. I've always liked one thing about the Mercedes S-Class is the seating function, where they don't give it near the seat, which is difficult to sometimes reach because they have bigger seats. So they have kept it here, and it's just very easy to operate. Like, you know exactly where to do what. So simple. This is my seat. So it's very beautiful to operate. Here you have the memory seats, and here you have the lever for the dicky. You have the parking brake here, and you have the lights here. Full panoramic sunroof as well. And it is, as usual, it is very easy to operate. And the lights are also really, really pretty. So you can see the lights coming out, and it's really, really beautiful. This car has 9 airbags, and you can see one is here, one is on the steering, or on the left hand side as well, and for the passenger as well. Totally, this car has 9 airbags, so very, very safe, especially if your children are traveling in it, or if your mom and dad are traveling in it. You can be rest assured that this is a very safe car. Second thing about this car is that you cannot drive it fast. You cannot drive it very fast. Nobody would like to drive this car very fast. Overall, the look of the car inside, I love this better than the new S-Class, which has a big screen here. It just spoiled the whole show for me. As a person, for me, I did not like it at all. In fact, I love this look because it looks more like you're driving a Rolls Royce or something like that. They have these antique kind of feel. And I feel it feels very macho and very gentlemanish, if you get it. So here is how the rear seating is. As you can see, more than enough of knee room. Thigh support is amazing. Headroom is amazing. Now they have these cushiony pillows, what they give for the S classes. And boss, you will sleep in this car. Now, this car is not meant for 3 people for long distances. Maybe 2 people are perfect for it. The best part about this car is the recline angle. You see, I'll straighten the recline angle first. So this is the normal recline angle of any sedans, what you do. Now look at the recline angle. You can just sleep in it. You can sleep in it and go. And the suspension is so good. Of course, it has air suspension, but it is so good that you don't feel a bump inside this car. The S-Class is that. The body roll is zero. Zero body roll because the height is less. In SUVs, of course, there's a body roll. But in this, no body roll. The visibility is so good outside that you don't feel claustrophobic at all. And you have the sunroof for you again. Here, if you see, you have the mirror for all the top actresses and the businesswomen. They like to look at themselves before they go for a meeting or they get outside for a party, and which has a beautiful light setting. Here again you have the handlebars, the individual lights. Here you have the multimedia. Now a lot of people may use this multimedia, but I'm personally of the opinion that when you're sitting in a car, you should do 2 things. One is either you should sleep, or one is you should look outside. It's always beneficial to look outside as what people are doing, who are traveling, this, that, and everything, instead of looking at the stupid, iPad sort of a multimedia behind and watching some crap. Yeah, so I think don't waste your time here. In fact, I hate these. Okay, I don't like this. I've never used it. I don't even allow my children to use it. Okay, they should look out. They should see how people are traveling in rickshaws, in bikes, and everything. They should see. They should see the cows outside. Luckily in India, you can see cows outside. We can see everything. This is really, really stupid. So I urge all the car companies, please stop this. Here you have the armrest. Now in other cars, what you will see that the armrest has 2 cup holders here. It's not a big armrest. It's a very small armrest. Here in the S-Class, you get an armrest like this. Can you just see how royal it is? You have storage space here, okay, and you have your charging points as well. Here you are given a wireless charging as well. Here you have two cup holders which will just press. You can put your 7-Up or whatever it may be and bottle of water and just keep it here. But just see how relaxed I am when I'm sitting. Just see this. And it has the ambient lighting, which is awesome. Awesome it is. And you have the window curtains as well, which is electronic. I think there's a child lock in the front because I have kids, so that's not coming up right now. But it's a very, very, very relaxed car to be in. You will sleep in this car. You will enjoy in this car. Now let me take you for a drive. So let's go for a drive. So here you see we have the gear selector here on the right hand side. We don't have anything here, so this looks very clean, neat and clean. And actually this is very easy to use, very easy to use. So you don't have to move your hand anywhere. You can just move from here while you're moving the steering. Now, also one part what you should remember is just see how quiet it is and how soft the suspension is. Like, I don't think any suspension can beat the suspension of the S-Class. No suspension. S-Class has the best suspension in the world, I would say. It's a 2900cc engine. It is powerful. So driving this car is very easy. The suspension is really, really soft. So you won't feel any kind of bump or anything anywhere. Plus, I'll tell you what, the star in the front, it gives you a good visibility and a good idea that where is the front end of your car. Now this car also has a blind spot monitoring. So it shows me on my mirror the red triangle, if you see. So it shows that somebody is approaching from there so that I don't change my lane all of a sudden. Safety wise and technology wise, this car is right up there. I'll just put my feet down. We have an empty patch of road right now. So if you may notice that in my BMW X7, if I would press my accelerator fully down, it would just zoop. It will go like zoop, like it will go like a rocket. But this car does not do that. This car is very powerful. It has a good engine, but it has a very linear acceleration. What do you mean by that is that no matter how hard you step on it, okay, it won't go like a rocket. It will go aram se. It will go in its own pace. It will take some time because this car is not meant for people who want to race or who want to ride rash or who want to ride fast. No, this is a very relaxed, drivable car. It is not meant for anything else. It is meant for the owner to sit behind or the boss to sit behind or in the front and be very comfortable. So driver also has to drive the car in such a way that there is no jerks while accelerating too much. Visibility is really good. But these days, I would like to admit that there's a trend of SUVs. People are buying a little cars which are a little higher for obvious reasons. Maybe they love the feel of it. Maybe, like I love SUVs. Now, previously I used to love sedans, but now I started liking SUVs. So I think it's an individual choice, but my father uses this car and for him, he's a doctor. So for him, it's a lot easier to commute with this car. He feels very relaxed. He does not have to climb up to an SUV and climb down from an SUV. So for old people, I would say for the rich old people, I think this car is the car what you should go for. A lot of people used to ask me that should you buy a Mercedes S-Class, a second-hand Mercedes S-Class? And I'm telling you, you should never buy a second-hand Mercedes S-Class. Especially not the S-Classes which are kept in the showroom or the garages. Please never do that. I burnt my finger there. where I bought an S-Class 2012 model. After 5 years, it ran for 5 years. I bought it, and it just kept going to the garage, and I spent almost about 60 lakhs on it. And then I sold it for maybe 10 to 12 lakhs because no one was ready to buy it for more than that. So I think please be very careful for S-Class. You should never buy a car which is kept on the side, or which does not run on a daily basis, which is not cared for, which is not cleaned, or which is not maintained. Definitely do not buy an S-Class which is kept in showrooms or in garages. Please don't do that. Okay, you will suffer. In the long run, you will suffer. So now you see that you have a speed breaker coming in. Just see. I mean, the difference between an SUV and a sedan, the comfort level is really big. Just see this. I mean, there is no joke at all. Like, I would say this is much better than an X7 also for the right quality. Now, this car in 2019, I'll tell you why I was lucky with this car. In 2019, when I decided that, okay, I will buy this car for my father, S-Class now cost 2 crores. And I got this for 1 crore 30 lakhs. So you can see how much money I saved already. So my suggestion to people who are looking for a new car is that buy the best car in your budget now, because car prices will keep increasing. It will keep increasing. I truly feel that if your budget permits, you buy the best car and keep it for 10 years. I'm telling you, it will be worth more than changing your cars every 5 years. The good quality about this car is it's very easy to drive. It's not fun to drive. Let me just be very honest. There is no fun element here at all. It's very relaxed. You feel, when you come with this car, you feel like, you have achieved something in life. So I'm not going to do any acceleration with this car, because this is not meant for that. This is not meant for that. The only downside about this car, okay, what I would say is that the height is very less. So on speed breakers, you have to be very careful. You can't behave like how you behave in the SUV. Plus, on bad roads, you have to take it slowly. You cannot take it fast or anything like that, because otherwise your air suspension will take a hit. So you have to be careful there. Now, for people who are looking to buy a new S-Class, should you go for the old one or the new one? Please do not go for the old one at all. Okay, because that way you will have to buy a used car. And please, I don't recommend people buying used car at all. I think it's a big blunder, especially for an S-Class. But what I would say, that try the BMW 7 Series as well. Okay, just try it. But I think the right quality wise, the Mercedes S-Class, nobody can beat it. Nobody, not even my X7. X7 is equally good, I would say, but this is still maybe 5% better than the X7. For people who have the 2019 S-Class, should they buy the new S-Class which has been launched? I would say no. If I was in their place, I would not buy it. First, because I feel that the look of this car, the interior and the exterior, especially the exterior of this car, looks better than the new model. I don't like the new model at all. It looks very feminine. I find it very feminine. I find this like a very regal royal thing which is going around in the market when it's on the road. So I would not change it, because in luxury car, what do you need? Yeah, the seat should be good. The seats are extra comfortable. You will sleep. You will sleep in these seats, and they give you pillows and stuff like that. And it's amazing. Like, even the driver is also so comfortable. I can't tell you. So I think if you have this car, keep this car. Let it run for 10 years. If you want to upgrade from this car, yeah, if you're going for a Rolls-Royce Phantom or something like that, yes, please do. Okay, because I'm sure that car feels and drives also better than this. But if you're just upgrading to a different model from this year, Why spend 70-80 lakhs more and buy a new S-Class when you have a very good looking S-Class like this? Also, one more thing. A lot of you people might be wondering what is the maintenance of this car. Let me just be very honest. It's been 5 years, okay? And the only thing which has got spoiled are the tire. I had to change the 4 tires. I can tell you that. And second is that a wiring issue happened with the front seat. So I had to change that wire for maybe 15,000 rupees. Other than that, I have not spent 1 rupee on this car. So the main thing about this S-Class is that it should run every day. Every day it should run. If it is stagnant, if it is kept for months lying without running it, or kept in a garage or whatever it is, please, that car is not going to do very well in the long run. So this is my advice to you. I hope this helps, and all the best.